In this video, we'll be going over how to set up the LFGaming Stealth chair to best fit your body. It has many different things to adjust. It'll be going over all of that today. These chairs were provided to us for free for a review, and you can see the previous Stealth review here, but we love them so much that we wanted to partner with them and create some content for them, such as this adjustment video. Let's start the chair off in the same default position for everyone, and then we'll adjust each piece from there. Start with setting the chair at the maximum height. Set the seat pan all the way back. Set the lumbar handle all the way down to the maximum. Set the armrests to be at the lowest possible position. Lock the chair to prevent it from reclining. Set the back height of the chair to be at the maximum height. You basically just pull it up until it clicks in place, and it clicks up 6 times. Then if you want to reset the height, you have to yank it up vertically and then just let it drop back down to the bottom. Start with bringing the chair down until your elbows are at the same height as the desk or slightly higher. Try to achieve a knee angle where your knees have a 90-degree angle or slightly greater than 90 degrees. So somewhere around 90 to 120 degrees or so. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. And if you are particularly short, you might need a footrest. And if you are particularly tall, such as 6'3" or taller, then you might need to elevate yourself a little bit higher by using a seat cushion underneath your butt, like an extra third-party seat cushion, just you purchase one from their site, to sit on to get a little bit higher, and or even elevating your keyboard and mouse. You know, honestly, if you're that tall, you might need a custom desk, like one of those motorized sit-stand desks. That would probably solve a lot of these problems. For the seat pan, make sure your butt is all the way back against the chair, and then from there, bring the seat pan out just enough so that way you have about a hand width gap, or at least a few finger gap, between the back of your knee and the seat. So you want to make sure you have some gap between the chair and the knee. And if you are short, you might have very little gap. Just pay attention to make sure the chair is not pressing against the back of your knee. What you want to avoid is perching. If you're too short that your legs don't clear the chair, you run the risk of perching on the edge. With no back support, over time, you are likely to start slouching. And only taller people should ever consider pulling the seat pan out from having it all the way back. So, to summarize, don't have it too deep where the chair is pressing against the back of your knee, but also don't have it too shallow where you have this giant gap between the back of your knee and the chair. Again, ideally a few finger gap between the back of the knee and the chair. For the back height, let's make sure your butt is all the way back against the chair first. And then start bringing the back height down until you feel the curved part of the lumbar section digging into your back. This may take a few tries until you find the sweet spot where your lower back feels the most comfortable. And if you are tall, you will probably want to keep the back height at the maximum height position. If you're short, then you might want to try lowering the back height. For the lumbar handle, most people will want to keep it in its maximum position. However, you could try playing with it and reducing the lumbar handle until you find a nice sweet spot. However, remember that the key thing to focus on is when sitting in a good ergonomic chair, you should feel relaxed and supported. For the armrests, raise the armrests just high enough so that they're barely supporting your elbows. Don't set it too high because then you might be tempted to lean into the armrest, in which case that's going to tighten your shoulders and your traps. So you'll end up with shrugged shoulders, which is no good either. You don't want it too low because then it's not even really supporting you at all. And if your armrests are too low, then you might as well just remove those armrests. Now let's talk about the reclining features and the tilt tension. There's two different ways to approach this problem. I'm going to choose the first method to explain, which is going to be a lot simpler to understand. In this first scenario, you keep the chair locked so that you cannot recline at all while you're upright, and then when you wish to recline, you just unlock the recline and then you lean back and recline and relax. In this case, the tilt tension will be set to be very low because when you're upright, you just lock the chair. The tilt tension doesn't even matter. But when it's time to recline, you unlock it and then the tilt tension is low and you can kind of just push back and relax instead of feeling like you have to really force the chair back if it's too tight, right? That's kind of the trade-off. If it's too tight, you have to really work and you don't feel stable or relaxed when you're reclining. In the second scenario, we would leave the lock off for the recline so you can recline freely at any time. Now, you don't want the tension so low that you can't sit upright because then it's too loose and you don't feel supported when you're sitting upright and you'll feel like you're always kind of falling back. And also, you don't want the tilt tension too high where it's so high that you feel like you have to really work and force it back and you can't even recline. So you're gonna have to work at it to find the right balance where it's loose enough that you can recline when you want to, but it's also stiff enough or the tension's high enough that you can sit upright and feel supported. After trying these chairs, Waifu and I really wanted to partner with them because we really like what they're doing in this space. We really love these chairs. I had opportunities to partner with other gaming chair companies, but honestly, I didn't like them. They're really bad posture. They weren't very comfortable. I just didn't want to be associated with them. This company, LFGaming, I really wanted to work with them and be associated with them. So because I believe in these chairs so much, I am willing to personally cover your return shipping if you don't like it. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee where you can return the chair within 30 days, but you would have to cover the shipping cost yourself. I am saying I can step in for you and cover that shipping cost because I really believe that everyone's gonna like these chairs if they give them a shot. So, but first, contact me, email me first before you do that because I need to protect myself from scammers, people trying to scam me about the chair, about fake returns and stuff. Also, we have a 10% off code TOM10. It will help support the channel and the stream as well. Plus, it'll give you 10% off, and 10% off is kind of a lot. Plus, also, depending on when you see this video, there might be a code TOM15 floating around for 15% off. So give that a shot. It might work. So come by, check out our streaming channel on Twitch. We do diet and fitness streaming. We also do some gaming. We also do some ergonomic reviews. I am COEE certified for ergonomics, and if you want me to evaluate your setup, regardless of using these chairs, I'm happy to evaluate it. Just go to the Twitch channel, go to the chat, and just type in !ergo. You can see instructions about how to basically get an ergonomic review, and you can contact me about that. We'll do it live on the stream. So hope to see you all in the stream.